Please note that this, 7 o'clock, please note that this meeting is being made available to the public through an audio recording which will be used to ensure an accurate record of proceedings produced in the minutes of the meeting. All comments made in open session will be recorded. I note that tonight we're going to have a brief meeting here to go over some administrative matters quickly, and then we're moving over to the Board of Selectmen's meeting to have an interboard discussion with the Zoning Board of Appeals and the Board of Selectmen. So, so just in terms of administrative matters, Matthew, the septic issues with the Wolves Den, it really, there is an amazing stench there in the parking lot. It's quite
Pungent?
pungent. That's a good word for it.
The Board of Health?
And apparently the Board of Health is concerned. So do we know if have they come back to us with a site plan? Weren't they supposed to come back with a site plan by the fall?
First off, isn't that, forget about the site plan, isn't that still a Board of Health issue?
It is, except for the fact that if they had a site plan, they would be
But
required to
the
do all
health
of these
agent-
things.
The health agent can go right up there if there's
Right now.
Yeah, it was just mentioned to me in passing, like sort of in a passing conversation. Oh, you should tell your board that we've got a septic issue
That
with
they
it as well.
have, first off, is that,
But it wasn't like they expect you guys to do anything about
first
it. It was just sort of.
off, there is a reason, the health agent can go up there, tell them you have an issue, they need to correct it, or they can't have people in there
Shut it down.
and using the facilities.
And maybe that'll happen. I mean, I think.
Well, I parked right next to the
Pipe.
fluid
Well,
discharge.
because you have the Stop and Shop right there, you got
And
the
I
Dunkin' Donuts, you got two
regretted
Dunkin'
it.
Donuts right there.
No, but it's coming right into the parking lot, that expanded parking lot that we permitted. So the question is whether us permitting them to
No.
make some movement there actually cause some problems.
Or what's
that
happening-
Well, it's still their problem.
It's their
Or
problem.
what's happened is the amount of rain that we've had, the 3 inches of rain, didn't perk and
Water
it brought
tables
that
up.
up.
Well,
Is
I
that
think
thing
that
over the
this,
septic system?
but I don't know.
Could be.
But this sort of reminds me of the dangers of
Right.
giving quick
The Center-
temporary
Center
approvals
Plaza,
without
the
any sort
septic
of site
system is
plan
under the
review.
I
parking
think
lot.
you're right.
Right.
For me though,
Same thing.
Paul, what I was saying is, I think it sort of reminds us of the dangers of giving a quick temporary permission without full
But here-
site plan.
but here's the problem, is that the septic system would not have come into play anyway.
We would have seen where it was.
Yep, But,
We see it on
But
our
wait a minute.
plans.
but look at the Center Plaza, you have the septic system is in the parking lot.
Right, that's designed to
But
be.
it's
And so is,
designed.
and that, you know, with the cover, because we didn't have them take it down, they actually brought the grade up.
I think
We
that's
had
what they
them
were
add,
supposed to
we
do.
had them add stone dust, not take it down. So I don't think that had anything to do with it, plus that should be well below.
Yeah, I don't think anything they did,
No.
I mean, this is a problem system.
It's
Sounds like it's
probably
made.
failed.
So when are we supposed to get a new site plan from them? Do you
Why don't we
know?
get them in?
My impression, I think, is that the temporary thing,
That's not that
the temporary permission you guys gave them lasts a year, like until March of next
But
year.
that, yeah.
And I don't think anything was said about it.
Is it until March?
I think it's until March. I mean, I can show you the minutes. And I don't think anything was specifically.
First off, he said that he was
about
gonna,
the
it
site
was
plan, but I
only
think
a couple of
About
months and then he was
septic? No,
gonna.
no, no, we wouldn't, but on the site
No,
plan.
the site, yeah, that's what I said.
That
site
would
plan.
be, I mean.
I don't think, I mean, but I think
It would
it's,
be on the site plan.
the presumption, I guess, is that you would have to submit a site plan by then or sooner, because that permission ends, whatever it is, March 9th. And so at that point in time, he no longer has permission to use that temporary
Well, I
parking lot. That
think
would
what
seem
we-
to me, yeah.
What we told him was that he has to come in months before the permission expires, because he needs to get it approved
That process
and
started,
built
yeah, exactly,
Right.
yeah.
before it expires.
Yeah.
So I wonder if we want to just send him a letter that asks when we can expect to see a site plan, because we're cognizant of the fact that the time is ticking on that special permit.
Yeah. Yeah, I could,
Do we want Matthew to send
I
such a
could draft a
letter?
letter,
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I don't really care. I would like you to. All right.
Special skills.
The minutes for June 12th
I'll make a
are in our
motion.
packet.
Those were in your packet last time, but I think you guys maybe forgot to actually accept
We may
them.
not have the amount of people. that
We didn't have-
Oh, yeah,
Well-
yeah, okay, one of those things, yeah.
Okay, do we have anybody who wants to move to accept the minutes for June 12th and June 26th.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes for both dates.
I can't vote on the 26th, I can vote on the 12th.
Oh, okay, then let's do them one at a time. You want to withdraw your motion and
I
make...
would like to withdraw my motion and just motion that we approve the minutes from June 12.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now I'd
And
like to make a motion to approve the minutes of June 26th.
do I have a second?
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
I have to abstain.
And Tom Irving abstained because he wasn't present. Shell Station has a certificate of occupancy, so they are fully operational at that. And I guess the site plan's been signed off on. The courtesy letter was sent to Stone Meadow Farm, so that's just an update. We'd asked Matthew to do that.
Question on Michelle. Was there any money still in the account?
Do we have any money in the engineering account for Shell?
Good question.
And if so, considering they're complete, and if we don't owe anybody, we should send a letter asking them to request their money so we can close that out.
Yeah.
Okay. Office move, we received a memo that our office will be moving.
And that's in your packets there.
And that's in our
I
packets.
didn't realize the
It's just
janitorial
one
closet
page.
was that big.
Our office will be moving to the, apparently to the former Board of Health
Soon to be
office.
full, right?
And I guess we'll be, I was told that it's 50 square feet bigger than here.
We are told in this notice dated June 26th that it's 50 square feet bigger to
Oh, we
allow
are?
for more public meetings.
Does that mean we can add another member?
Over, is it over 50 square feet?
They say over 50 square feet.
And actually,
It doesn't mean it's any bigger, it means it's 10 by 5.
No, they're saying that it's 50 square feet additional.
That just gets us closer to the front door.
actually, the building plans also do show it being slightly more square feet.
Oh, you looked at the building.
Well, it's just right up on the wall there, like it's just the fire safety.
Just out of
plans.
curiosity, is there any renovations gonna happen up there?
Not that
We
I've
don't
heard.
Do we get a paint color? Do we have any choice, anything?
No.
Historic color.
Sherwin-Williams.
Are we in the center protection too?
Why do they even tell us?
A tasteful beige. So what I've been told is going to happen is that, so that memo says like mid-late July. What I've been told is that, like in late July, yeah, I don't know what happened. In late July, they're actually gonna kind of take down this wall here because that little sort of, that kind of big closet, that former mirror, is actually going to become part of this space. At which point, actually, I guess,
Isn't that an office for somebody else?
it was, yeah, until recently.
mailroom.
And
Used
before
to
there
be
was
a
like
mailroom,
a
and
mirror,
then
yeah.
it became an office for
So they're
conservation.
going to tear down those walls, and so that little space is going to become this space. And so they'll do that first, and so they'll do that like kind of while I'm here. And
Wait a minute, so we're gonna have to endure this too?
to some extent, although actually that's part of the week I'm going to be in Vermont actually for most of the week, so that might actually work out pretty well. And then once that's done, then I guess they'll actually do the move.
Although I'm concerned
Probably in
that
August.
we have to make sure they're not going to be moving things when you're not here and
Yeah,
see where things are.
yeah. When I saw the memo, I actually went up and talked to. I guess I sent Ed Thorne an email, and he said, well, the move itself will probably be in August, so don't worry about it. Because I was concerned that it seems to me, since I'm the only sort of one in this office, it would make a lot of sense for me to actually be here while that move is going on.
Yes, no, we need
Yeah, I would
that.
really think so.
We've got stuff in here that we need.
We need to make sure that we can have a hope of finding it. It may
Exactly,
actually be a
yes.
good
Yeah, no,
opportunity.
so-
Are they
to
having
find more
professional
stuff.
movers move our stuff, or is this something the janitorial staff take?
That wasn't quite clear to me. I think
Well,
probably there'll be
apparently
at
all
least
of this
one or two.
renovation work is free too, because they told us when I did this.
It's not gonna cost a ton.
None done.
Oh God, let's not let's not go back to that.
Where did that free lunch come from?
It's free cap, I
But
mean,
this is according, because this says
Actually,
when the
it's
bylaw
7
is approved.
So guys, it's 7:10.
Oh, yeah,
We're
so
on the
we
agenda to
might
go
as well
over,
go
so
over
I'm
it,
thinking we pick this up at the end of the night.
all right, so
um,
are you taking the tape with us?
I guess I am, yeah. hopefully.
Yeah, because-
So,
I have a question. Is this suddenly becoming, we're meeting before the Board of Selectmen?
This, I don't know.
I think it's like a joint meeting. I mean, I think we're still in session would be my guess.
We're still
It's
in
becoming
session.
like a joint
This
meeting.
is part of our meeting.
Sort of a concurrent
So we're
meeting.
still in session.
Right, I guess the format is what, are we like,
Is it our meeting or
each
their
vote
meeting?
before the Selectmen, or is this a?
Interboard discussion.